Is there anything in nature that can manipulate post-zombie virus? We have analyzed it before. The so-called zombie crisis in the movie. That belongs to the nonsense of eunuch meetings. But in nature. But there are zombie fungi that can infect controlled insects. For example, this little cutie that makes people scream wildly. It was an ant that died from a fungal infection. From the scene. The deceased must be dead, but he should have been alive. Infected with ants. It's a fungus called Cordyceps lateralis. Their buns go into the ant ball. The first is mass reproduction. After reproduction, to a certain extent, it will control the infected ants to leave the bee group. No longer accept any future orders. This ant will accurately climb to 25 centimeters above the ground. Altitude temperature 20 to 30 degrees. Humidity 93% to 95% on tree leaves. That is the most suitable environment for the growth of this fungus. He was bitten by the leaves with evil silk. Then hang there to die. 2.5 years later, the ant is probably dead. And then you get Cordyceps flaky. Will make a hole in the ant's head. The fruiting body is touching the buns. So the ants are incubators for the fungus. And here's what's even scarier. The fungus only controls all the muscles of the ants, without invading the brain. That is to say, the ant may be temporarily awake. Watch yourself step by step towards death. I can't control my body. If this were to happen to humans. Just the thought of goosebumps just fell to the ground. There are many similar zombie fungi in nature. Some fungi infect FLIs. You can also drive a fly to find a feng shui treasure, waiting to die, and they will still be there. The female FLIs synthesize a volatile substance, and nearby male FLIs smell it. It was as if the king had seen a fly. So they will take the opportunity to be infected again. The attracted male FLIs, for example. There's a fungus called tumulus. After being infected with Zen, it will beat the key pulp. Zen feels like the body is being hollowed out, turned into zombie Zen. So imagine for a second. If placed in the human world, a large area of a person's body has died. You can walk without scum. Is this an inappropriate zombie crisis? He is beautiful and will control the cicada, struggling with other cicadas, even if it is infected with a male cicada. Fungi also make him imitate female behavior to attract males, even attract several at the same time. Come and do team building together, in Chongton's opinion. So this is a wiggle. The lady who is scratching her head. Who can stand it? Of course, by now, some of you might be thinking, such a horrible loss. If you infect humans, wouldn't that be the end? Well, don't worry. The optimum temperature for most fungi is 20-30 degrees. The human body has a constant temperature environment of 37 degrees. For them, it's a sure bed. And our immune system isn't jealous. So the fungus is in the human body. It can only cause small problems such as athlete's foot. Just make you a big man. Absolutely can't control us. But they love cars, where the body is relatively humid. Like the crotch, if you have a constant odor. Irritable itching, humid and sultry. That's mostly because sweat and urine build up over time. Coupled with the fungal infection caused by the stuffy heat and airtight. Recommend brothers to use this Ocean Supreme 4 treatment solution. The foam is dense and delicate. The taste is fragrant, soft, and not irritating. Wash every day to remove stuffy itching. Keep your surroundings clean at all times. Like a bursting fan. You can get rid of mites. Tested by authoritative organizations. It has a mite removal rate of up to 100%. It can effectively remove the strong odor and itching. Keep private acid. Alkalinity Balance Flora Ecology. Contains 3 precious plant extracts. Nangdan extract, swallow extract, algae extract. Each essence protects your private parts. Create a refreshing and comfortable space. There are also patented ingredients. Strong skin and stay hydrated. Multiple layers of security. Insist on using it every day for refreshing cleaning. Exude masculine charm at any time. The brand also prepared a large amount coupon for everyone. Click directly on the top blue chain in the comment area. Get the coupon first, and then place an order. Brothers charge directly. Of course, not all fungi are harmful. There are approximately 2 million species of fungi in nature. There are unicellular fungi and multicellular fungi. The yeast we use to make wine. Single-celled fungus. Penicillium of my penicillin. Multicellular fungus. Common mushrooms are also multicellular fungi. However, the mushrooms we eat, it's not actually the main body of the fungus. Their bodies grow underground. branched on the ground. It's actually their fruiting body. It is used for dispersing spores for reproduction. Compare. This is roughly equivalent to the reproductive period of animals, although they can't move like plants, but more like animals. Living things need to eat. Fungus can live in almost everything we can see. Everywhere. Pet dead leaf washing table. It's a sock that hasn't been washed for half a month. Quilts rich in unknown creatures, etc. Delayed plastic. Even metal. There are different fungi that can break down some of them. Penicillium and Aspergillus can also be used, using petroleum tins as a carbon source. Grow. We often say that too much oil will breed mold. It's really a mold breeding ground. Some fungi can even reproduce and radiate. For example, this spherical tyrant. It was at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the high radiation area after the accident. A fungus has been discovered in Chernobyl. You all know that environment. Humans go in for 2 minutes. You will become guilty. But this kind of woman can pass melanin, absorption of gamma rays, and convert it into chemical energy. It promotes growth. True photosynthesis belongs to the environment we humans cannot tolerate, such as the surface of oil or in the reactor of a nuclear power plant, even on the outer bulkhead of the International Space Station. All have live fungal buds. So if there is any disease on Earth, to be able to physically cross space, spread to other planets, then it must be a fungus. They are also on Earth, one of the earliest forms of life. The existing fossil evidence indicates that fungi have been around for at least 1 billion years. If Earth Allah loves one day, the version will be updated, whereas extinct as the dinosaurs. That true monarch relied on a song. Traditional crafts of radiation. Maybe it can really become the Earth Allah love. The next version of Sons of Version.